partner. For all my Cobra Kai heads out there, or Cobra kids. Ooh, that's kind of snappy. What's up, my Cobra kids? Now I'm losing it, huh? That's okay. Cobra Kai is a television show that is based off of the antagonist of the original Karate Kid, Johnny Lawrence, and his dojo after that, and then it's slowly gotten crazier and crazier over time. The show itself is pretty good. I like it. I guess the finale just finished, which I haven't watched yet, but this here is Jacob Bertrand. I think he's one of the more talented actors on the show. Watching him grow as a martial artist has been really fun. It's been a lot of time that this kid right here, which I actually don't know how old he is. Maybe he's an adult. Maybe he's one of those like 30-year-old Disney stars, you know what I mean? Okay, he's 24. Yeah. Anyway, he's, I think, one of the more talented martial artists. And Men's Health just put out this video about how he trains. So I was going to watch it by myself. I want to watch it with you guys because you make me happy. There, I said it. Is that too soon? Yeah. Oh, just pause on in midair real quick. Okay, and sorry, I know this is a very hard position to hold. Go ahead and finish that.
Basically how I train on Cobra Kai.
Ooh, okay, a little roundhouse kick.
Like me! And you can look like this. Hello, Men's Health. My name is Jacob Scott Thomas Bertrand. And this is
a long name.
For Cobra Kai.
Jacob Scott Thomas Bertrand. They couldn't just pick one first name. They were like, you know what? Give him three. Give him three. And we'll give him a last name to finish it. Oh, hello. If you're watching this video must be copyrighted. Which is funny because Men's Health loves to use my content for their articles and repurposing purposes. But, you know, whatever. I don't care. But if you'd like to learn more from me, you can support the channel by becoming a member of the main channel. That'll be linked down below. Or if you want courses on kicking or an ebook on martial arts games, which I'm quite proud of. 30 games that you can have your kids play in their classes if you teach. That'll all be linked down below. Back to the video. Hawk.
I started martial arts like most children in a strip mall karate class.
Okay.
When I was about 6 years old.
I did not know that. I did not know he had some martial arts experience.
And I got my blue belt, but I forgot all.
Blue belt. We're just making up belt colors? That didn't exist in our karate program growing up. I don't think blue belt's a very common color in most Japanese origin belt systems. Is that fair to say? Japanese jiu-jitsu is, Brazilian jiu-jitsu typically is the only one. I guess maybe taekwondo too. What did he say?
In a strip mall karate class.
Yeah, he said karate. Not a lot of blue belts in karate, so we'll see.
When I was about 6 years old, and I got my blue belt. But I forgot all of it before we started filming.
Okay.
It did not help me at all. And then when we started filming, they were like, hey, you look kind of uncoordinated when you hold your hands up like that. So we did a month of training. After we did that, I realized a month is not enough, and I started training on my off time. So I trained a lot of Muay Thai, a lot of jiu-jitsu. That didn't help me at all. But
I was gonna say, why'd you do jiu-jitsu? Just because it's fun. Sure, I get it. Also, most places that offer Muay Thai also offer jiu-jitsu. They're kind of like a wed couple in the United States at this point. Usually there is a Muay Thai class and a jiu-jitsu class. It's kind of a cool setup, to be honest, because if you don't like one, just do the other. You already have a membership. It's kind of cool. Also, it gives you a wide range of bodily functions. Not pooping or peeing or anything, but like, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's important to move your body in different ways to kind of make sure you're not stuck in the same loop over and over again, and then you develop these things like rounded shoulders or like a neck like that. You know what I mean.
It was just fun to do. I don't know. I normally don't work out with weights. For some reason, my body is too weak to do it, and my brain doesn't have fun doing it. So a lot of the workouts that I do are more dynamic, maybe.
I can get behind this. Not the whole, like, your body's too weak to do the weights. It's not. It's probably not. But if you have more fun doing it, I think that's why most people train in martial arts. When I do go to a gym, it has to be, like, very structured and competitive, and, like, I don't like to just sit there for X amount of time between sets and just, like, twiddling my thumbs. I don't like that.
Today we are going to be doing the warm-up stretches, techniques, and little workout that we do.
Ooh, okay.
Set before we do fights. All right, now let's get into it.
Oh, Scottish.
Welcome everyone. You've made it to the shirtless part of the video. It's very important for what we're about to be doing that I'm shirtless, as we are going to be stretching.
It's hysterical.
Yeah, you can't
cool hair.
kick someone in the face if you're not flexible enough to do it, and that is the goal of training, is to kick people in the face. My main form of of working out is
He says a lot of things. I agree with all of them. Just so far, I'm like, yeah, no.
rock climbing. That is the
Interesting.
things that I like. But yeah, I've been climbing since middle school. I'm not super tall, but my long wingspan does help a lot with climbing.
And martial arts, 100%. People who have short torsos, long limbs, you have such a crazy advantage. It's not fair. It really is not fair. Like, people say that size is an advantage. I think wingspan and leg span? Would it be like, what do you call animals that have, like, what are their legs called? Is it anything different than wings? Wings and drums? No, drum? Yeah, right? I don't know what you would call the lower half of a chicken or bird, but you know what I mean. If you got long limbs, you're so much better off. Your reach is better, but also when you have like grappling exchanges, you can go in and through and under places much further.
Feel anything when I do the stretch. To me, the stretch is so fake. It's so placebo.
So I'm like, how can I actually stretch martial arts? I go like this. And you...
Okay, so he just said he doesn't feel anything in the butterfly, which, like, in this case, if he says he didn't feel anything, I would tell him to pull his feet closer to his groin, use his hands to manually push his knees down. But, I mean, there's lots of times that, like, stretches don't do it for a person. I would have him flip over so he's on his stomach and put his knees on the ground with his, you know, his parts pointing down, so you get the idea. I call it a frog sploot. And then drive your hips in and under as your knees go wide. So, like, picture... I don't really want to do it, guys. I know you guys are going to take it out of context if I do it, and you're going to screenshot it and you're going to send it to me or something. Don't just look. Okay. I still haven't put that thing up yet. Go like this instead, and then push your knees out and your feet out, and then drive your hips into the ground. Like that. If you feel like you're missing out on a butterfly stretch. Or what he did is good too, but I like the other one better.
So placebo.
So I'm like, how can I actually stretch martial arts? I go like this. And you...
I can't do a backflip though, so.
We do a lot, or every time before we start doing crazy kicks.
I guess if you don't know who I am, also, I've taught karate since I was a child. I've done karate for longer than that, believe it or not. And then since then, I've done a lot of different martial arts. So if for whatever reason you're a Cobra Kai kid, a Cobra kid, if you will, and you're like, who's this guy to say anything? Nobody really. Not a big deal, but I like talking about this stuff.
Or choreo, or any type of workout, which just really helps with flexibility and kicking strength. It's these static endurance kicking exercises. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do a very slowed down version of a roundhouse kick. Start here for 5 seconds. And you hold out for 5 seconds.
He's got little legs.
Back. And you go down, you get a little bit of a rest. All right, so we're gonna start with just low kicks.
Oh, that was it? Okay.
Training.
Static holds, especially for something that's like a show-based kicking martial art. I don't mean show like a television show. You don't have to be an actor to do it. Show as in like taekwondo, like you're doing forms, or you're kicking high and it's got to be snappy. It has to look good. That's what I mean. But yeah, the holds like that, especially with the chamber, yeah, I like it.
Is pretty much whenever we're not shooting. The vibes on set, everyone knew that it was gonna be bittersweet, but it was fun, and we had a really big priority on making sure we sort of appreciate that it's the last season and everyone got to hang out.
It's a lot of cast.
We made that a priority. Yeah, it was a...
Can I see his form, please? Okay, let's watch this.
Training is pretty much when
Come on!
Not.
I mean, he's kind of like lackadaisically doing this.
The vibes on set.
I don't care about your vibes on set. Okay, so we got the arm swinging, we got the leg extending. Can I watch slower? He does chamber the kick and extend it like a good karate boy. It's not a full Muay Thai roundhouse kick. He does it, because it's a low kick, you can get away with not rotating over as much. A lot of people be like, your toe needs to point away from the bag. Everybody on the bus, good, great, grand, wonderful. Sorry, I don't know why I had to do that. Yes, you can rotate this more, but like if you look at Dutch kickboxers and how they throw low roundhouse kicks, they don't rotate as much. They kind of use this foot and pull their upper body this way. So if you pull your body this way, it kind of pulls more into this kick. Let's see if he's doing that. Yeah, I mean, he's doing that a little bit. Look, you can watch this calf here tense up and the knee go forwards. Whoom! and he's pulling, and then after all that goes forwards, watch, foot goes down, knee comes forwards, that pulls the body in the hips. Boom. A lot of people say you have to rotate over after that to get more power. I actually disagree. I don't think that's true. Like runners don't rotate as they run. If you're kicking directly up like this, yeah, that's how it should go.
It was
especially if you have like mobile joints.
Last season, and everyone got to hang out a lot. We made that a priority. Yeah, it was a good time. Just getting to focus on.
He rotated more on that one.
Act like a family.
Now, what rotating does do for you, instead of kicking up, it allows you to kick down. So like come over top and then come down and see if he does it. He did it less on that one.
All right, and now we're going to be working on body kicks. It's very important.
Let's see if he comes across more on the body kicks. He'll have to rotate.
Body kick.
He does rotate more on the body.
One day, I will be a UFC champion, and I will be knocking lots of people out. So I gotta train like it now, you know?
Who are you gonna knock out in the UFC?
Ooh.
Pereira.
Okay.
Pretty easy knockout. He's a couple pounds on me, but I think that's kind of light work. I love Brandon Moreno. Probably will train with him. He'll probably be my training buddy. Okay. This high kick, head kick. We don't throw head kicks too much because Johnny pulls his groin a lot, so they're not making.
Dang, Johnny, just like me, for real. No, I actually, both of my groins are in simultaneous pain right now. Not because of head kicks, because it's some judo stuff, but.
Feel bad, you know. Oh. All of us will.
That's very kind.
Our legs a little farther down for him.
Yeah, I would say it's a good kick. Up on the toes, rotating allows you to kick down a bit more. Yeah.
Why don't we use some?
Ooh, only thing I would change is maybe if you're going to hit it, re-chamber. Again, this is super relaxed. I'm being very nitpicky here. I understand, okay?
1040, you know, Superman wild kick that, you know,
What do you say? Do I have no internet right now? What's happening? What's up with this? I have the fastest internet this side of the Mississippi. What's happening?
They always want me to use some crazy 1040, you know, Superman wild kick that, you know, I have learned how to do flips for this role, but that is not where I started. I was not a gymnast or, you know, any of this karate stuff. So a lot of those spinning kicks, I had to learn a kick called a fei long, which it's a 360 crescent kick into a push kick.
That's a tough one.
It just requires so much airtime.
Yeah. You have to be able to rotate and then pause your body after rotating, be mid-air, and then extend your hip out. That's pretty tough.
Even have like enough time to end up doing. So I learned a cool kick that I'll never be seen.
Do it now.
Probably.
Do it now.
Right now, we're gonna be doing the sort of speed round stuff. So normally what we'll do is we'll go low, high, or low, body, low. And you just wanna do them clean and quick. You know, you wanna have a good rhythm to it, like ba ba ba.
Practicing the re-chamber.
Good rhythm is best. That's what you want. Oh, bad.
He's pulling his hip back too soon. That's why they didn't feel good. So he threw this first one. He committed to rotating, and then he was trying to pull his foot back, so he's like reaching out for it.
Oh man, Muay Thai to me is the most fun, and my character specifically.
It's really fun that he doesn't do karate. That's hysterical.
A lot of elbows. I do a lot of knees.
Fair.
And it feels very hawk, you know, which they were right, because I loved it, and it's been super fun, and each character feeling very different. And, you know, it is a karate show, but, you know, we're throwing Superman punches.
Yeah.
And, you know, elbows and crazy.
It hasn't been karate in a long time. Everybody knows that. It hasn't, like, they've called it karate. Most of it's like either taekwondo or like they do some grappling in there. There's grappling in karate, but like as far as traditional Miyagi-Do karate goes, they do some of it in the show, but definitely all of the fight scenes where everybody's just going crazy and there's like 40 minors running around punching and kicking each other. It's usually just really, it's stunt choreography. You don't really see it outside of that. Maybe in Taekwondo, but that's kind of
crazy kicks and
yeah.
There's a lot of different influences, throughout all the characters. Yeah, Muay Thai, I think is the most fun. It's like, when do you get to do like a Superman elbow on someone? That's sick. I get to do that in season 1, right off the rip. Muay Thai, crazy guy, throwing elbows at people. That should be illegal. I don't know if it is or not, but whoop-ah.
Hitting, flying elbowing people, like, are we talking about in public? Are we talking about in competition? Competition, yeah, no, sure. Maybe not in most amateur promotions, but like, do you mean just like in the context of like how the show operates? Like how it's supposed to be like real life? Because no, you cannot just flying elbow people. That is illegal.
Yeah, the backflips, the flips, they all kind of started where I was just talking with a lot of the stunt guys, talking about how I've always wanted to learn how to flip, but it's just so scary. And John Jihangir, one of our stunt guys, he plays Rickenberger. He's like, dude, I'll teach you to flip right now, 5 minutes, super easy. He pulled out a little rinky-dink mat and was like, all right, just flip, I'll help you get over. I was like, what? He's like, just do it, just flip right now. And I was like,
every single person I know that can do a backflip is like, oh dude, it's so easy. I'll teach you right now. It's happened to me probably about 7 times. The guy who's editing has done this. The professional wrestler, I've practiced backflips with him. I've tried backflips at bachelor parties. Everybody I know that can do a backflip is like, if you mention, I wish I could, dude, I could teach you right now. Let me help you. Let me add, but like they have some sort of army going on where like eventually they're gonna need this community of people who can backflip. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think there's something wrong about it.
Did a horrible flip. As I jump, he just backs off completely, and I realized I'm like, what the hell? As I'm going up, and
I've never known somebody to do that.
Flip. And since then, every other sort of trick I've had to do has been a similar version of that.
That's a wild trial by fire, and a backflip is pretty interesting.
It's like fake helping this up, and then they're like, all right, you got it.
He seems cool. He seems cool. No, yeah, Cobra Kai's pretty sick though, I will admit. They never had me on, and then they canceled the show. I guess now that it's all over, I don't really have any hard feelings about it. But I reached out to one of the producers and was like, hey, I love the show. I made content about the show. Is there any way I can like just be on as an extra? And then he sent me like he pretty much funneled me into a portal of obviously a lot of people ask him, and he's like, yeah, just do the website. And it was like the most vague thing, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a no. I was hoping we could have a no, that's okay, I get it. I'm nobody, I understand. But yeah, no, it's really interesting to me that he doesn't do karate. Like the chambers, the way that he kicks is pretty karate based, so obviously somebody's influencing him, telling him to kick this way, because Muay Thai kind of kicks with like a straightened leg that it doesn't, at least how people teach it, I think people do it without teaching it, extend like this, pop 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 pop, plus he's doing combination kicks where you're like tush tush tush, right? That's very karate taekwondo. Anything where you pick up and you chamber and you hold, you really only see that in karate and taekwondo, because those are the more showing based martial arts. So yeah, but overall, I mean, it's been so cool to watch him get so much better over the time. Like I feel like I've watched him grow up as a little martial artist from behind a screen. So it was very cool. Way to go, Jacob Bertrand. Yep. Bye.